Hey guys, how we doing today? Welcome back to my channel. This is Chris McCallum, aka Battle Axe. We're here for another quick tip. It's just going to be on stenciling today. It should be super quick. What we got going on is some people were asking about the stenciling I did on the Sportster, asking me if I had a vinyl cutter, or if that was the situation, and I don't have the budget for that kind of stuff. But what I did is I did a DIY thing. What I've done is I've actually taken some wax paper, stuff you can find at the dollar store. Take a look in your kitchen. Maybe the wifey has some kicking around. What I've done is I've actually marked 2 inches on my wax paper, up a couple sections of it, put some tape across it. The wax paper is now going to be the backing for my stenciling. So because I wanted squares to do the checkerboard on here, what I've done is I've taken my strips of paper, or my wax paper and my strips of tape, and I've marked off. The thickness of the tape itself happens to be 1.4 inches. So it works out to be 1 3/8 to make it square. So I just marked off a few sections here at 1.4 or 1 3/8 of an inch. Just a few times here. And then I take it to the edge of the table. Line it up at the edge of the table. I just happen to have like a sharper sort of corner here. I work on top of glass, so it works out really well. However you want to square it up, if you want to mark the other side, and just use a straight ruler, it's up to you. I happen to be using a carpenter's square. So I just line it up. Once I get it lined up, I'll go in with the knife and just give it a quick cut. Mark it, square it up again to the mark, go in, give it a quick cut. Same thing. Oops. Might want to hold on to it a little bit. Ends up being a little bit wonky on you sometimes. But yeah, just give it a quick cut. Cut out your pieces. Here you have your stencils. Now, of course, doing this in the quick sort of fashion that I am, I did take a little bit more care when I did it before. I'll take this, set it over here. Same idea though. It ends up being, the wax paper ends up being a really good backing, and we got squares to stencil off any sort of paint you want to do a checkerboard. Now you could do any sort of shapes that you want. Really, when it comes down to it, take some tape. When you put it on your wax paper, give it a strip. Take the next piece, give it another strip, but shingle it over top. Try to overlap it by a little bit. Make some fun out of it. But again, the wax paper is just going to kind of be your backing. And so at this point here, let's say I want to do a star. Just like that. I will cut out my piece. I kind of want to trail in with something to back it up. So make a little cutouts here with my star. Again, we're playing around with foam board planes. We mostly do that because either we like to crash a lot, or we don't want to spend a lot of money on the planes that we build and then end up crashing them. Anything goes wrong. I'm on the forums enough to see that there's always some kind of adversity going on with these planes. I've flown enough of them myself. Anybody knows me at all, know I've gone through a lot of planes. So I'll take this up to this point. Got my little wax paper tab here so I can pull the backing off of there. Yank it out. There we go. So now I got my little tab. I can just go ahead and peel all the backing right off of there. It seems to be working really easy. If you need to do any more trimming, you can do it after you take the backing off of the stencil. But it works out really well. And if you need to trim, boom, boom, stick it on your plane, paint around it. Done. Super simple. Anyway guys, that's the tip I have for you guys today. Thanks for joining up, and we'll see you on the flip side. Like and subscribe, you know how this works. Have a good one.